Okay, so I thought that I would discuss and show the signs for January, Jan. Some people have this as their calendar and they do a J as they flip it over. That's what I see a lot of school kids learn, but most people just spell the abbreviation JAM. January holidays. So I didn't, you know, put every single one, but kind of just major ones, maybe some fun ones. So the first one, and these are not in order because I lost the dates anyway, but MLK Day. So I remember years ago people were doing MLK, and then people say, well, he's not a king, he doesn't have that title. And so, but most people now do M, just the initials, MLK. So remember mine is kind of weird, my finger, but it is an M. MLK Day. So we already know day. So MLK Day. And then I have this cute little picture that it says, I have a dream. So it's like, I have a dream, right? Here's dream. I have a dream. And so that's kind of fun. It's like, oh, I have a dream day or MLK Day. Because most people know that, you know, famous speech. Okay, so that's the first one. And then this year we're going to have Inauguration Day. So Inauguration Day. So no spell it because who knows how to spell it. But there is a sign, thank goodness. So with your right hand up, and remember they have their hand on a Bible. So this is Inauguration Day. This is inauguration because you've got your hand on the Bible and your right hand raised. So inauguration. And you can even do, you know, the president's inauguration. Put your hand on the Bible and your hand raised, that you will uphold the Constitution. So inauguration. You can do Inauguration Day if you want to as well. I think that's the 20th. Okay, World Braille Day. So that sign is, and I think I've shown this before, is you have your hand and this is going to be the raised little dots. And then with your fingertips, you're going to just feel the Braille. And that's how they do it. They just put their hands over it and they know which way to go up and down or whatever. They know how to feel on it. But that's basically how blind people do that. So this is the sign for Braille. So World Braille Day. And then Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. So a lot of people have opinions about policemen. I tend to support them, and they're there to protect and to service, and they do. So law enforcement, and that's a policeman, and we've already done this sign. So it's just like a mini type, it's almost a sign for moon, but we're going to do that for policemen, or you can even do cop. But what it is their badge. Now some people do C, they'll do a C for cop. This is the sign though, because it's the badge. And if you want a sheriff, then you get your whole hand a claw. It's just a bigger badge. So this is policeman and this is a sheriff. I've already shown these signs, but that would be law enforcement. So Policeman Appreciation Day. So these are easy. Sometimes we get kind of caught up on the English words, but that's why I always say, what is it that we're talking about? What is it that we mean? International Holocaust Remembrance Day. Now, Holocaust, the sign for that is Jewish, and it's really a beard or whatever, but that's also the sign for Hebrew. So Jewish, and you're just pulling on there. And then the Holocaust is destruction. Destruction. Both hands do the same thing. You just start at a different place. Destruction Day. So it would be International Holocaust Remembrance Day. So that's how we would assign that one. Then there's National Pie Day. Now, so to eat pie, you have to have an excuse, right? But it's not pie like the number, P-I, or the symbol. It's not that. It's actually really eating a pie. so, so it's National Pie Day, and we should know the sign for pie because I've shown that in food. But National Pie Day, because you're cutting a slice of pie. Pie Day. So sometimes people get confused with pie, P-I Day, and P-I-E Day. P-I-E, P-I-E Day. Gosh. Okay, so I did all these so I can decorate my door because it's just fun. Now, International Day of Education. You could do several signs for that. So we already know International Day of Education. Now, we could do education this way with an E and then a D. It goes up to D, education. I do that a lot. They say it's very English, but education. This is the sign for education. You could also do teach, because that's Education Day, right? To teach. It's also to learn, right? But Education Day. Or you could do school. School Day. International Education Day. International Education Day. International Education Day. It all works, and it's wonderful to have different signs for that. Not international, but National Religious Freedom Day. So we already know national. So religious freedom. Some people do the sign on the left side or the right side. I have a tendency to do it on the left, and I'm not sure why, but I see a lot of people do that, and then I see some people do it on the right. But religion would be R, and I do it starting from my left, where I start here with your R, and then you go out. Religion. Some people do it from the right, religion. And I think I do it here because I don't feel that stretch in my wrist, where if I'm here, I feel it more of a stretch. But either one of them is correct. They are not wrong. I would not correct anybody. So you could do religion or religion. Doesn't matter. I just have a tendency to do it on the left. I've seen several people do that as well. But I think you could do it either way. So if it's on the right shoulder, because it's closer, because it's your right hand, I don't know why I do that, but I just do. So anyway, whichever you choose, but I see a lot of people do religious. I see some people do religious, and nobody is confused. So Freedom Day. So we should know the sign for freedom since I've already given it. So we have our F hand shape, and then we're going to start this way where you're like in chains, in a sense where you're like chained up or, handcuffed or whatever. You're in chains like you were a slave, right? So you start and then you go out, right? So you're free from whatever that is. But that sign comes from like you're chained up and then you break those bands or you break the chains, and so you're free. So save, free. So Religious Freedom Day. Freedom. So that if you do it with like this, it's saved, and if you do it with the F, it's free. If you do it with an R, it's redeemed. So, if you want a specific word. National Science Fiction Day. That was yesterday. So that's kind of fun, isn't it? So national, and then we do science. We've done this sign. All these signs we've done before, and it's nice to put them in a different way, right? So science, we have our little open A hand shape, and then we're going to be pouring in our little potions or our chemicals, and so this is science. And if you do C, it's chemistry, right? B for biology. So, but this is science in general. So when you say the word science, so you're doing the same thing, but you're alternating. So this is science where you're mixing all your different chemicals. Okay, Science Fiction Day. Now you could do it two different ways for fiction. So that's what's kind of fun. So you could do fiction like false, or you could do it made up. It's made up. Science Fiction Day. Science Made Up Day. Science Fake or False Day. So you could do it either one because it means pretty much the same thing, and so that's what we go for, right? Is the concept. We go for that. What does it really mean? What is it that we're saying? So I think those are kind of fun things for this month. that we can do. And I know there's a lot of little days that, they celebrate during January. But I thought these were kind of fun and some good ASL signs. So practice it with your friends, and then I am going to put out another silent practice video today. So practice, and I'll see you soon.